So now we get to October 23rd, which is Thursday. And this day is extremely spicy. It's like the second domino falling in that pattern of dominoes that are just going to continue to fall. And we have the moon in Scorpio. And we initiate Scorpio season since the sun is in Scorpio. Happy birthday to all my Scorpions out there. We also have Mercury in Scorpio. We also have a conjunction, so a partnering of Lilith in Scorpio. Then we have Jupiter in Cancer creating a square, so you're black, a wall that's telling you no, to Chiron in Scorpio. This energy is very interesting. Let's first talk about Scorpio. So, Scorpio's job in the wheel of zodiac is to create transformation, to make you go deep within yourself, like your deep-seated subconscious crazy shit, right? To provoke intense emotions so that you need to change because it just feels god awful to stay where you're at. And then creating a rebirth and a completely different you as you completely change your fundamental belief systems, right? So you were always a dog, but now you know you're a cat. I'm exaggerating, but just something that is neutral and nobody's going to get spiced up about it. So that is kind of what is going on. Like this entire time you thought you were a dog, and then you realized, oh my God, I'm a freaking cat. One of those things. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. So, the ruling planet that affects the sign of Scorpio is Pluto. Pluto is all about subconscious, deep seated emotions, etc., etc. And that is going direct in Aquarius, which is telling you, you know what? You can't be anything else but just you. And if you try to be anything else but just you, you're going to feel like shit. Okay. So all that is happening, which is super interesting. But now we have this full eclipse that I've mentioned. I chimed in recently. This is a me made up thing that my guides told me, right? And usually if they're telling me, hey, pay attention to this, that means that this is actually going to be triggering something else later on. And this full eclipse is the sun and the moon both being in the sign of Scorpio at the same time. And that's important because there's something phasing out. Excuse me, that's not right. Something is initiating a phase out in your life. And this initiation of the thing that is phasing out in your life is something that you might not even freaking be aware of because it's ancestral, or it's something in your DNA, or it's something from a past life, or it's something really deep seated that you never talked to anybody about. That kind of intense. Okay. So it's starting to like take out a really deep seated abscess, right? Infection deep inside of you out. That doesn't mean that it's all going to come out in one like hit, but it does mean that this process is starting to commence. Do you see how this is really triggering? Now we have dreams, thoughts, and downloads coming through Mercury. We have the desire of rebellion, independence, and freedom coming from Lilith. And we have the fundamental belief systems that you are confronting, that are the wounds that developed the storyline that you are currently in, Chiron, all facing the wall that was in front of you that doesn't allow you to remove what is yours from something that is dead and move it to something that is alive. So this is like uprooting your plants, uprooting your seeds from infertile ground to give you the possibility to plant them where it's fertile. And so what I'm feeling here is chaos, rage, frustrations, might be depression, that can influence a lot of us because We just want out. We want out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is like a wave that is so fucking big that it feels like a typhoon. And is that a typhoon? I don't know. But anyways, that is just gonna like whatever is standing in its way is just gonna like and nothing's gonna be left after that. And it's because this old you is an abscess, is an infection that's been festering inside of you for so long. And you've been functioning with it being attached to you, but this shit has to go. It's your turn to be you.